There's been a lot of discussion about a wind farm in Houghton County. Stanton and Adams townships would need to approve the project. In an exclusive interview with Circle Power, we talked about the complex process of starting a wind farm.
The line that we interconnect with is owned by ATC, but the rules governing interconnection are by MISO. MISO has a very deliberate process that you are required to go through to be allowed to interconnect to the transmission line. And as you're probably aware, Stanton Township is working on an ordinance right now. Then we'll have to view the requirements of that ordinance to see if we need to move machines around. So all in all, we're probably looking at just getting the permits is a 3 to 4 year process. Construction will probably be a 1 year process.
Moore noted a project he worked on is similar to the one proposed in Houghton County. He said the amount of turbines in the Keweenaw location would likely be limited to 12.
Becomes kind of part of the landscape. In fact, you asked the question about what's going to happen with the Keweenaw Peninsula. The first project I built in Mendota Hills, Illinois, eventually it just became part of the background. It's just not something that people can comprehend when it's first coming around. Now, I will tell you, there was a guy, he lived somewhere in Illinois where they put up like 300 turbines. Even I might have an issue with that. We really are limited at 12 because that's really all the transmission system in the area can take. Many people ask us about that. Well, won't you build more? But in this area, this is probably it.
He said there are both benefits and drawbacks to wind energy, but Moore said the Stanton and Adams wind farm will see more benefits to the community. He noted there are studies that could address concerns brought up by residents.
Most often is health effects. Sound is also something that comes up. Sound is measurable. There have been dozens and dozens of studies in the United States that just show no negative physical health effects associated with wind turbines. I think the American Clean Power Association does a good job of providing information, but I would also suggest there was a webinar that was put on that Stanton Township helped facilitate. If you go to the Stanton Township website, a link to that webinar is available. The other thing is that they do provide benefits. In particular, in this area, 2/3 of the project output, and hopefully the last third, if we know by the end of the summer, is being sold locally to UPCO.
He said the project will change as details get ironed out. Circle Power estimates Stanton and Adams townships could see about $15 million in tax revenue because of the development.